Hi, my name is Josh, and I want to be the first person to welcome you to Mission 111's first annual telethon. So this is a really exciting event. If you guys know anything about Mission 111, every year we tend to do a gala, and that gala actually funds our mission throughout the entire year. And this year, we ran into some problems, and it's some of the same problems that you guys are probably facing in your day-to-day life, and that is that in person, it just isn't, it's not here yet. We're not able to do things in person, so a gala just doesn't make that much sense. And so we can't have a gala this year. And when we announced that, it was really discouraging. I was sad. A lot of people were sad about not being able to have our annual gala. It's so much fun. Well, luckily, Mission 111's team is just stuffed full of really ingenious people and a lot of problem solvers. And what they decided was, hey, why don't we put together a telethon? Why don't we bring back the telethons of old and maybe have a new twist on them because we have new technology? And so that is what we are doing tonight, and we're so excited that you guys are joining us. Now, I'll give you guys the chance to meet a lot of members of the Mission 111 team tonight. But for right now, let's not talk about them. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about what you guys can be doing tonight to help us out. And we're going to start with something really simple. And we're going to start with kind of a contest, kind of a giveaway for you guys. And there's a few ways to enter, but what I want to explain to you guys is these two things that we are giving away, these two different packages. And our first package is a luxurious evening getaway to the Four Seasons Hotel in St. Louis. So this is a one-night stay in our deluxe arch view room, plus a $100 credit for the Cinder House. If you guys have never been to the Cinder House, it is really, really a cool atmosphere, and I think you guys will really enjoy that. And our second giveaway it's our Fabulous 4 package. And so what that is, it's fun for the whole family because you get 4 guests with you. And what you'll get is a stay at the Union Station Hotel, and that is a hotel by Hilton. You also will get free passes to the St. Louis Aquarium, the St. Louis Ferris Wheel, mini golf, the carousel, and the Miramax. And for me, I actually did this, all of the different attractions at the new Union Station. This is what I did for my birthday this year, and I can tell you firsthand, it is a ton of fun. And so there are 2 ways to enter this contest, and I just want to tell you about one of them because it is incredibly simple. All you have to do is share the live video that you are watching right now. Once you share this video, come back here and comment done, okay? That is all you have to do, and it will enter you in both of these drawings that we will be doing throughout the night. The first one we'll do in about an hour, and the second one we'll do in an hour after. And so that kind of gives you guys the opportunity to be able to do this. And we want to start the night out really, really right. We are going to have Katie and the ladies perform for us in just a second. But first, I want to make sure to thank all of our sponsors. So these are all businesses that have partnered with us, and our mission at Mission 111 is to do good every single day. And these companies decided to partner with us to do good. And so we just want to give a special thanks, and we'll give some of them more individual thanks throughout the night. But like I said, we got to start the night out right, and we're going to let Katie and the ladies take it away.
You can hold my hand when you need to let go. I can be your mountain when you're feeling valley low. I can be a street light showing you the way home. a little happiness. Let the roots run deep. If it's love that we give, then it's love that we reap. If we want a garden, we're gonna have to sow the seeds. I want a house with a crowded table and a place by the fire for everyone. Let us take on the world while we're young and able, and bring us back together when the day is done. The door is always open. Your picture's on my wall. Everyone's a little broken, and everyone belongs. Everyone belongs. I want a house with a crowded table and a place by the fire for everyone. Let us take on the world while we're young and able, and bring us back together when the day is done. And bring us back together when the day is done.
Man, they did an excellent job there, didn't they? That was it was really cool to just get to start the night out right. But I wanted to make sure to tell you guys what we're here for, you know, and I think that a lot of times, you know, you get entertained in these kind of things and you forget. And so I'll try to remind you the best that I can why we're actually here. We're here for Mission 111. We're here to raise money for Mission 111. And I had a really cool thing to tell you guys. We're actually starting the night out. This is, you know, our main goal is $50,000 throughout the night, but we're starting the night out at right at about $25,000. And so we are halfway there. And what that $50,000 mark is it's about the whole amount of money, it's about half of the amount of money that we need in order to fund Mission 111 for an entire year. The other half is already covered by our monthly donors, and we'll explain how you can be one of those later on in the night, but we just wanted to make sure you knew you had the opportunity to donate now. You can go to mission111.org. There's a donate now button, or you can call the number on your screen to donate. And so you can also leave comments with your donations, which is really cool. So you can say, oh, I really loved the last performance and I wanted to donate, or I'm excited about someone coming up tonight, or I'm going to donate extra money so next year you guys can actually have a good host on camera. And so any one of those things you guys can do and you guys can donate to. Now our next act, this is really cool. It's actually one of our silver level sponsors, and they're called Heavenly Rhythm. They're a dance team. For me, I think it's really cool because my wife actually grew up dancing with Heavenly Rhythm. But before we show you guys the dance that they have prepared, I want to just tell you a little bit about what they are trying to do. The mission of Heavenly Rhythm is to provide an affordable and performance-based quality dance education. Their goal is to teach students the balance between artistry and the technique of dance, as well as the confidence and humility of performance. They strive to inspire a passion for movement and provide technically sound training while maintaining a constructive and family-friendly Christian environment. And we'll let the girls take it away at Heavenly Rhythm.
I've been feeling this way for far too long. And now you're gone. Took me away from all of my fears. Kept me away from all of my tears. Now you're gone. And now I'm lost. Finally, I think I can see clearly now. I'm in love. Think about me one more time before you slowly. I'm in love. Took me away from all of my fears. I'm in love. Kept me away from all of my tears. I'm in
What an excellent performance. That was really cool. If I did something like that, if I got on stage during the Mission 111 Telethon, not only would our views go down, but you guys would start calling in and saying, we should donate to you for having to watch that. But luckily, we didn't have to do that. Heavenly Rhythm was able to take care of it and do just an amazing, amazing job. And throughout the night, we're going to get to see the numbers from our Donate Now. You can see right here how to donate. We're going to see those numbers rise. We're going to see our amount of views rise on this telethon. And that's great. Those are numbers that we want to see rise. But our next platinum sponsor has a little word for us, and they're going to explain to us some numbers that we don't want to see rise, and that is Fitness and More. And so we're going to let Fitness and More take it away.
Hey everybody, Steve here with Fitness and More. Let me explain to you what we do at Fitness and More. The number one thing that happens to every single person that hits you in your 20s, you begin to lose strength. And here's what that means. When you lose strength, you lose muscle. So the number one thing we do is we get you stronger, which increases your muscle size, which increases your metabolism. And then what we do is we help you lose body fat. Now the best way to lose body fat is through nutritional support. And so we individualize your diet to make sure that it fits you, because one size doesn't fit all. Now here's the interesting thing. We do fitness for busy people. If you're busy, our programs simply work. 2 15-minute sessions per week will absolutely change your life. And it's not just something you do for a short period of time, it's absolutely sustainable. So here's what I want you to do. Go to my website, www.fitnessandmore.net, and fill out the free introductory workout. Do it now. Have a great day.
Man, that's awesome. And you will be able to just go to fitnessandmore.net if you want any more information on that. Steve did a really great job. He'll actually be joining us in a few hours and talking about what he's done with Mission 111. And so I told you guys there were 2 ways to get into our giveaways, okay? So we talked about our giveaways earlier, and I told you guys all you had to do is share this video, and then
I'm a professional magician.
Share this video and then comment done. And that's all you'll have to do in order to get onto our 2 drawings. What you can also do is you can also go to mission111.org, scroll to the bottom of the page, and join our mailing list. A lot of people want to know what is going on with Mission 111. They want to know what's going on in Haiti and in the Philippines, especially during times of unrest and uncertainty like we've dealt with over the past year. And to get that information out there, we're going to start to do a weekly or even bi-weekly newsletters to share with you guys. And just by joining that mailing list, you get another entry into both giveaways. And now I have someone named Joseph Thomas. He's one of my buddies, and he wants to thank you guys for your donations. And he also wants to show you guys a different way to maybe manage your money. So let's let Joe take it away.
Hey everyone, my name is Joseph Thomas. I'm a professional magician here in Nashville, Tennessee, and I just wanted to take a moment to tell everyone how excited I am to be involved with this telethon. And I just wanted to tell everyone thank you for all of your donations and any support you've had thus far in the telethon. And I was trying to figure out the best way to show a thank you, and I figured what better way than to demonstrate how just a little bit of money can truly make the impossible possible. So watch close, and I hope you enjoy. Check it out. I have with me today 4 silver half dollars. These are old currency from the 1920s here in the United States. 2 empty hands. I'll even take the watch off because I want to truly show you something impossible. We have just 4 coins and 2 empty hands. Watch close. I'll place these in the 4 corners of the pad here. And just by casting shadows over these coins, the goal is to make them move from place to place. Just like this, with nothing more than a shadow and the wiggle of the fingers, each and every coin travels to join its friends in the corner right there. So let's try something a little bit different. Watch the 4 coins. We're gonna make these 4 coins travel back to where they began, just like that. Sometimes when I do this, people think I'm going a little fast, so I'm gonna slow it down so you really get a chance to watch every moment all the way through. 2 empty hands, the 4 coins will start on the left side of the pad here, and they'll travel over to here. Watch close. Don't blink or you'll miss it. Just like this, a little rub is all it takes. And coin number 1 jumps from one side to the other. That leaves us with 3 on my left and 1 on my right. Another rub just like before, and it becomes 2 and 2. Now very often people think the hand is faster than the eye, or maybe I'm throwing the coins somehow when you're blinking. Just in case, I want you to see what that would look like. Watch close. 2 and 2, 2 empty hands. With just a rub, let me know if you see the secret move. I'm sure most of you caught that, but the interesting thing is, it's still 2 and 2. So it should have been 1 and 3. Let's go ahead and correct that situation. With just a rub, watch super slow, super fair as it becomes 1 and 3. The last one, probably the most impossible. 1, 2, 3, all 4 coins right here. Watch close as that last coin travels from here right back to where it started, leaving us with 1, 2, 3, all 4 coins right there. Thank you very much. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and again, thank you for all of your support. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.
Man, Joe did a really good job on that. So now I am joined with our director of the medical team for Mission 111, Trish Herford. How are you doing, Trish?
I'm doing great.
Good, good.
This is an exciting time. Thank you all.
Well, that was actually, I was going to ask how excited you were, but that kind of threw off everything. So we have about 30 seconds to kill where we'll just go dead air. No, I'm just kidding. So you have been helping for about 10 years in the medical team. How has that affected you first? Before we talk about how it's affected others, how has that affected you?
You'll hear this from most people in Mission 111 who get a chance to explore the places that we serve. Mission 111 and the people we serve do more for me than I've ever done for them. So my faith is renewed every time I get to attend a service or I get to go to Haiti and serve the people there.
Do you know how many times you've been to Haiti?
I would like to go more, but at least 10 times.
Man, and over those last 10 years, and there are a lot of different things that you guys do with the medical team, but what is something that you would look at as something kind of big that it would be explainable to somebody watching that you guys do with the medical team?
So I think the most important thing we do is we share our knowledge and we empower the people we serve to do the things they need from a health standpoint to take care of their community, which is different than just going there and doing a handout. We actually work alongside these people. We share our dreams. They share their dreams. We provide support in financial ways, in nutritional ways, in medicine ways, but we're there with them side by side, empowering them to do great things for their communities.
That's really good, because I think most of the time people worry about donating to causes because of the idea that, well, what if these people just depend on the donation? The way you said that you guys, the old adage of you teach a man to fish, or you give a man a fish, you feed him for a day, you teach a man to fish, you feed him for a lifetime. And that's really what you guys do through the medical team.
We definitely take that approach to serving.
That's really cool. So just one more question. Do you have anything that you find is a need right now when it comes to the medical team or just Mission 111 in general?
I think really right now in these very confusing and complicated times of travel, monetary donations so that we can keep up supplies to those communities that we've been serving for so long. So every little bit counts, and we need all of you. So again, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming on and just talking to us. Actually, we're now going to go to a video with you and a few other members of our team talking about the vision of Mission 111.
Great.
Mission 111 is a nonprofit that was formed by a group of volunteers who care deeply about putting love into action by helping others. This includes providing food to children and families with less opportunity, access to medical care and support, and empowering through education and employment. We work with community leaders, churches, schools, and other organizations here locally and internationally. We've been serving in Haiti for the past 17 years, the Philippines for the past 7 years, and have also been involved serving locally. What makes Mission 111 different? We partner with the people we serve. We don't just do handouts. We come alongside the people we serve and learn as much from them as they do from us.
Mission 111 operates and funds a children's home in Haiti, a church in the Philippines, and a guest house in both Haiti and the Philippines that hosts volunteers and missionaries. We also have a group of volunteers who serve breakfast to the homeless in Granite City every few weeks as part of our larger community effort. This past year, we were able to provide employment for over 15 people in Haiti and the Philippines. We continue to provide food and water distributions in the communities that we work with. We are training the leadership teams and the children there to succeed through life, through university and trade schools. For example, our 18-year-old Therese, who grew up before our very eyes in our children's home in Haiti, is now in discipleship training school, and he will travel outside the country for education and missionary work. We have shipped 450 pounds of medical supplies to Haiti to support a clinic there that we work with. And in the Philippines, we've provided educational sponsorship for over 30 children and also helped them with food and school supplies. Our first small business loan program is now up and running to help them there. We have collected and shipped over 1,800 pounds of supplies for the Philippines. The church that meets there at our guest house in the Philippines is outgrowing the facility, and now they've started 2 services.
This year, because of the pandemic, the needs of the people increased, and we struggled to have enough funds to meet those needs. But we were able to watch God provide in miraculous ways through our generous donors, even starting up new ministries we had not planned for. We've started developing transformational leaders who will impact their community, their country, and generations after them. Since most of our travels have been halted, we've started online leadership training for our communities in Haiti and the Philippines. We have a youth program in our McDonald community, led by our leadership team in Haiti, that includes 70 young adults. We had a Bible school event held by the kids in our children's home. They led worship, presented the message, performed a drama, and helped feed over 150 kids. We also started a trade apprenticeship program. Whether it's a trade school, discipleship school, or a university, we are partnering with young people to train, empower, assist, and mentor them so they can reach and fulfill their God-given purpose, to know their identity and live it out.
Do good, love in action.
This is why we are here and what we were born for.
Your generosity changes lives. We cannot do it without you.
So I'm going to start out. I have something really cool to tell you guys. Already we are past the 50% mark. We're actually a little bit past the 50% mark, which is just so exciting. Thank you guys so much. Continue to share this video. Continue to donate. We're really going to try to change some people's lives today. We are going to really try to do good. And it's just crazy to me that you guys are donating so much so quickly. And speaking of crazy, Crazy is about to be performed by our very own Paula Hubbard and her team. And so we're just going to go right over to Paula and let her get crazy. Thank you, Paula. That was amazing. If you guys live around our area, we live in the Granite City area where a lot of our Mission 111 happens. You probably know Paula Hubbard. You probably don't know her as Paula Hubbard. You probably know her as Miss Paula. She's one of the sweetest ladies, and she has an amazing voice. And so what I would like to do now is just give a thank you to one of the companies that is sponsoring our telethon today. And so that is Green Street Building Group. They were created in 2019 to increase Green Street St. Louis's portfolio and to support the needs of the region with the creation of new mixed use and multifamily options. They are led by Paul Giacello, an industry expert in construction and project management. Green Street Building Group is a mix of young professionals and industry veterans. The team finished construction on their first project, Hue, in December of 2020 and has over 6 mixed-use multifamily projects valued at over $350 million in the pipeline that will include a blend of product type. And so we just want to highlight them and give them a thank you. It's really, really cool. All these businesses, all these companies that partner with Mission 111 and the ones that partner with Mission 111 year after year because they see how much good Mission 111 is doing. And so, like I've told you guys, our slogan, our game plan is to do good. And we wanted to give you guys an opportunity to do good. And we have some kids that want to talk to you just a little bit up next.
May He give you the power.
To complete tout bagay.
At maging ganap ang inyong mga gawaing ibinunga ng pananampalataya. 2 Thessalonians 1:11.
Our Do Good Church help bring awareness to all the different ways your donation makes a difference.
On the back of this shirt is printed Do Good in 3 languages, Haitian Creole, English, and Tagalog. In Haiti, this shirt will provide rice and bean meals for 12 people.
Locally, this shirt provides 5 hot breakfasts.
And in the Philippines, this shirt provides 22 pounds of rice. Please consider clicking the link or visit mission111.org for purchase of a shirt. Thank you.
Thank you.
Fais bien.
Gumawa ng mabuti. Do good.
All right, man, you were just in that video. One of the little kids in the video looks kind of like me. And so we really end up with a good setup. So I just want to introduce you guys really quickly to another member of the Mission 111 team. This is Emily McKinney. She is actually my wife, the old ball and chain. And so what I want to do is I just want to start out and ask Emily, when we got married, did you have any idea that you were going to get put through the ringer, forced to work so much for Mission 111?
You know, I did have an inkling. Your mom actually likes to volunteer me to do things, so I feel like I was prepared that, yes, I was going to have to do some work.
Okay, and so you had went to Haiti before we were ever married. How many times have you been?
I've been about 5 times.
And you've gone over the last 6 years?
Yeah.
And so you had a fun story to tell us about, was it your last trip or your first trip to Haiti?
It was my first trip to Haiti. So it's just a funny story because the people in Haiti, the culture, they just have a way of grabbing you and grabbing onto your heart. So the first time I ever visited the children's home, we get in the van and we actually are leaving, and I asked Jen if we're going to come back. I'm like, that was so great. I'm like excited to go back. And she's like, oh no, we're not going to see them again. And I just started bawling. I mean, I didn't even know that I loved these kids already, but I did, and I just started bawling. And then all of a sudden they all start laughing at me because it's this big joke. We were going back. But anyway, it was just a small little story to say how they can just grab your heart. And yeah.
My mom has no problem just beating you down either,
no.
you know?
And she thought it was so funny. She loved it, so.
And so in your trips to Haiti, has it affected your perspective or your life in any way?
Yeah, I mean, I think going and seeing just the poverty there, it just, it breaks your heart, and in a way that you're changed forever. I mean, that sounds huge, but it is huge. It's just to go there and see what they have versus what we have here and what's normal to us and what we have at our dispense, I guess, just breaks your heart.
And that's a really cool thing about Mission 111 is that we are we're trying to do good. We're trying to find people that need good in their life, and it's really cool. It's really cool to see you do it. It's cool to see our whole family get involved with this, and it's really cool. We have a lot of people that have been donating tonight. Did you know that we're already past 50%?
No.
Yes, we are already past 50%.
Awesome.
They are doing such a good job. And we wanted to introduce just some of our friends that run what is called the House of Hope and Joy. And so our good friend Daniel, who you will see performing throughout the night, earlier this week got to sit down with our friends Jack and Joy, who are in Haiti, and they did a little bit of an interview, and I think you guys will really enjoy it, and you'll get a little more information about what we do and what needs there are in Haiti right now.
Well, hello, welcome to all of you at Telethon. I'm really excited to share an interview. I want to introduce some of our very close friends, Jack and Joy Francois. They are missionaries in country for Mission 111 in Haiti. And so, Jack, Joy, it's wonderful to see you both.
Hi, so good to see you.
Yeah, everyone wave to Jack and Joy. Come on.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, guys. Yeah, so we just wanted to start. I just wanted you to talk for just a second and just give us an update on your family. Many of us know who you guys are, but some are watching that have never heard your names before. So just give us a little update on your family and how things are going.
We are actually doing good. Our kids are doing great. They've been going to school. They've been doing pretty good at their school. Yeah, we've been doing pretty good. Like just taking it day at a time. Yeah. We've been doing good.
Calvin is 4 years old now, and Leo is just turned 3 this week. So we had a big birthday party for him. It was so special. Yes. And they're both in preschool and working really hard and going to move into kindergarten next year. So we're just really proud of them.
Wow, that's incredible. It's hard to believe that they've grown that much in such a short amount of time. Wow. So one other thing I wanted to ask both of you are, what are some of the ministries that you guys oversee there in Haiti?
We obviously a great ministry that we just started. It's a youth camp in our community right now that's been going very good, and you can see that's been moving to the youth parts. Yeah, it's been amazing.
Yeah, so we have youth group, we have the feeding program, we have the orphanage, we have the guest house here. There's sometimes like school sponsorships and things like that. So we just kind of oversee all the programs here and delegate it out to other people.
Yeah, that's incredible. And that list has been growing lately too with some of the youth stuff.
Yeah, that's great.
Really cool. How's that been transitioning from another set of duties to now adding on some new things that God has really opened doors? Maybe speak to that a little bit. It's changed roles a little bit and given you guys a lot more to kind of manage, hasn't it?
Yeah, we didn't really ever expect it to just be, us here in country. When we, founded Mission 111, we always expected teams and people to be coming down on a regular basis and helping and doing medical outreaches and things like that. So that's kind of been a struggle this past year with coronavirus and with the political unrest that we have here in the country, to not have, the physical support of you all coming and visiting. It's kind of been one of those things where we're just trying to find our feet in and things. So it's been a challenge, but it's also been super rewarding just to see, the faithful donors on the other side of this, that even though they don't get to come and experience firsthand all the joys and emotions of it, there's still so many people that are just giving so generously. And we just are so thankful for everybody's continued support in that.
Yeah, that's incredible. And that really just leads to the next thing I wanted to say and get you guys to speak into even more is, what are some of the specific challenges? I mean, coronavirus, beginning new ministries. What are some of the specific challenges and even the rewards and benefits that you guys have seen just in the past year here?
Yeah, well, with the coronavirus, it really didn't affect too many people here as far as just being the hospitals overrun and things. And I think that was just the grace of God. Honestly, they in March, they closed the only international airport. And so no flights were allowed in at all. And they were closed for about 4 months. And I think that really helped the country navigate the virus and to build up herd immunity much faster. So we were able to kind of dodge that bullet, so to speak, but there's still definitely restrictions in place. You have to take a test if you want to travel. You're supposed to quarantine, all the things like that. But we were spared from that mostly. And just the political unrest has been really hard. We just don't know. The only way I can describe it is unpredictable. We could be fine one day and an announcement go out, and then just like a switch, things change and you're on lockdown and you don't know when it's going to lift. And, you just always have to be prepared to stay in your house and not go anywhere. I know a lot of people with the virus in the States kind of experience that. You don't know when schools are going to open. You're by yourself in your home, and it can be really, really hard to be alone. But it's just something we're taking day by day. We watch the news closely. We have security guards. We're trying to take extra precautions and things like that to stay out of harm's way.
Good. That's incredible. And I think that's something too that you guys have experienced with some of those lockdowns that most times people in the States don't ever think about is, if things get locked down, you could be having the food stores in the house there run down, and to where you're literally thinking, okay, we're good for a day or two, but after that, what are we going to do if we can't get more food? And speak to that.
Absolutely. And even the community as a whole, where we're situated as a community, we are blocked basically at our community's entrance when things go down, and the whole community is cut off from water sources, food sources. There's only like these small little vendors back in here that sell maybe a couple rice or spaghetti. And so as a community as a whole, we go through this, and we've created relationships and be able to help our neighbors, and our neighbors looking after us. So that sense of community is very strong, and we really appreciate that from everybody that's nearby us.
That's so cool. I love that idea of building those relationships. And that really is a large part of what ministry for Mission 111 looks like. It's not just meeting physical needs and being an encouragement, but being in relationship with people. And I know you guys do that well and are leading others to do that. But we are very proud of you, Jack and Joy, as a church and as a ministry. And I want to just give you the last few minutes, just you two, to share how can people get involved? People who might be watching who haven't met you, who don't know about Mission 111 until maybe even just this event. How could they get involved if they want to?
I think we will be really happy to have. We'll be really happy to have more supporters, like people, committed supporters, so we can keep doing what God has called us to do here. But without them, we cannot do the work. Right. We just need more supporters and work alongside with them.
There's so many things that go on down here that aren't necessarily just a one-time project. There's sometimes a one-time project, like we made soccer goalies for our community school this week, and that's an awesome one-time project. But these continued monthly supporters, that's what pays our staff. And those people depend on having a job to raise their families and things like that. And that's what pays for our guest house and our children's home, and just these larger picture items that are just so critical to us being able to live here and being able to raise the children in the children's home, and to pour into our staff and to give them blessings, so that even in times of hardship, or if they're on lockdown and things, they don't have to worry if they're going to get a paycheck that month or not. Like, they have been faithfully paid. They have received raises and bonuses, and that is just speaks volumes to our mission, which is that we value people, and it's our job to make sure that our staff feel valued and heard and things like that. So people who pour into this mission are not just giving for our family or for one-time needs. This is reaching so many people. It reaches into our community, it reaches our community leaders, and it's all just this order of authority and distribution. So it really goes so far beyond even I could explain.
And when you speak about the feeding, that those supporters have to feed those people now, because hunger is pretty much growing in this community. It's so good to have supporters who make it, like I was saying, so we can keep feeding this community. We need that.
Yeah. I love that. And, just the idea that right now it sounds like the biggest need is just the financial support, because there's already a whole pipeline of ministry people. You guys are there. You guys are overseeing so many that there are people ready and willing and ready to step in to the ministry, but just the daily support for them is really a huge need right now, especially this year. So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I just want to thank you, Jack and Joy, for taking a few minutes just to sit down with me. I'm in the States. You guys are in Haiti. And so just to say hello to all the people, give them a big wave. So thankful that you guys would join us.
We miss you guys so much. We're so looking forward to the day that you get to come back and be on ground with us, working side by side. And we just continue those prayers for the country, that we'll be able to do that when it's safe again. So thank you, everyone. We miss you so much.
Sooner rather than later. And with that, thank you so much, Jack and Joy. We'll kick it back to Josh.
Thank you, Daniel. That was excellent. It's really cool to hear about the House of Hope and Joy and what they are doing, not just with money, but with empowering people. I think it's so important that we are doing that in our mission. We are doing that, and that is the good that we are focused on. And I was just handed some pieces of paper, and I think you guys would like to hear. These are just some of the donations that we have gotten in. I'm not going to read people's last names, so don't be panicking if you're like, oh no, I didn't want people to notice. But I'm just going to read you guys off a few of the donations that we have gotten just in the last 45 minutes. So first up, Chad gave $100, and Joanne gave $100, and Sandra gave $300, and Scott gave $200, and lastly, Mike and Marie gave $300, and they also gave us a little memo, and they said, we love our church and all the missions that it supports. And so that was really cool to get that memo from you guys and to get those donations from you guys. Hearing those numbers is really exciting for me. I'm sure it's exciting for everyone that we have working. We have a huge team working on this, and those numbers are so cool to hear. And actually, our next act is my friend Jeff, and he is sitting in his truck right now, and he is thinking of a number. And he wants to see if you guys are thinking of the same number that he is. So let's go to Jeff.
Hey, my name's Jeff, and welcome to Magic in Jeff's truck. Think of a number. Think of any number you want, but don't tell me what it is. Now, important information. I'm going to have you move this number around a little bit. So unless you have a calculator in your hand, use a small number, say 1 through 10. But it's not required. You can use a big number if you want. But for the ease of things, probably pick a small number right now. So you've picked a small number. There's a chance that I can guess what it is. Small chance, but I might be right. So why don't you multiply your number by 2? It means just double it. That way, maybe I can't think of what your original number was. So if you thought of the number 4, I just want you to double it and think of the number 8. That's it. So you've doubled it. Once you add a random number now, I'm going to give you that random number just to make things easier. I'm just going to ask you to add the number 10. That's it. So you've thought of a number, you've doubled it, add the number 10. So now you have a bigger number than what you started with. I'd like you to, let's say, divide your number in half. So you've got your big number, I just want you to cut it in half. Now, maybe you've got a nice even number, or maybe you've got a number with a decimal point. I don't know. And I don't want you to tell me. I just want you to do that math. Just think of your big number, divide it in half. Once you've come up with your new number, I want you to think back to when you first started and you had that original smaller number. I want you to subtract the smaller number from the new number you have now. So if that first number you thought it was, say, 4, I want you to take the big number you have now and subtract 4, or whatever numbers you have. All right? You thought of a number, you've doubled it, you've added 10, you've divided it in half, and now you've subtracted your original number. Now do me a favor. Add 6. add 6. If you got to use your hands, go ahead. So you've got a new number, and you add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've come up with what I'm going to call the final number. You don't have to do anything else. You're definitely thinking of a number. You're thinking of a number that you've never told me. There's no way that I could think of the number you're currently thinking of. Not at home. You're at home and I'm here in my truck. But I'm here to tell you that the number you're thinking of is 11. Hope you enjoyed that.
Oh, sorry. Yes, my number was 11. It took me a while. I had to have a crayon that I used, but I got there, and that was my number. That was really impressive from Jeff to be able to guess my number like that. I don't know if he got your guys' numbers. If he did, if he got your number correct, comment it. Let us know. We want to see on our live feed that Jeff got your numbers correct. If he didn't, you can just attack his character in the comments too. Go ahead, get on him, all right? So I want to take a second and just thank our 2 gold level sponsors. Okay, so first we have Aaron Schaefer's at Edward Jones, and second we have VJ Cement Contracting Company. And this is it's a concrete contractor with an office in St. Louis, Missouri, performing multiple projects nationwide ranging from the east to the west coast. With 60 years of experience, they have built a solid reputation as one of the premier concrete contractors in the country. We continue to be a stable, growing company committed to our employees and customers, is what VJ says. And so we're really thankful to both of our gold sponsors. It's so cool that you guys were willing to partner with us in that sense. But we have another word from one of our platinum sponsors, and here it is.
Would you like an extra 5 hours of free time every single week? Then you should know about Best Wash. At Best Wash, we provide pickup and delivery laundry service to the greater St. Louis area. Here's how it works. You schedule your pickup time through the Best Wash phone app. Our couriers take your clothes to our top-of-the-line cleaning facility. Your clothes are then washed and folded by our trained sanitation team. Your clean clothes are then delivered to your doorstep the very next day. Use promo code 25OFF for $25 off your first order.
Wow, that commercial was clean. No? Bad joke? Okay, sorry, my bad. We'll cut that. It's live? No, okay, so we can't cut that out. But that is a really great company for sponsoring us, and they really just treat their customers so well. I highly recommend that you guys check out Best Wash and check out their new pickup and delivery service with free pickup right at your door. It's a really cool thing that they provide. It's a really cool service. And so now, what I want to make sure to remind you before we go to my friends Paula and Katie, they have another song for you guys, and it's going to be excellent. I want to remind you guys how to donate. That is why we are here. You can go to mission111.org, or you can dial the number on your screen. We have operators standing by, and we are so excited to hear from you. We are so excited that you guys have been taking part in tonight, and we are so thankful for you guys. So now we're going to let Paula and Katie take it away.
Jesus, I surrender all to Him. I freely presence daily live. I surrender all.
We're back. I have more papers in my hand. This is more people that are donating. I cannot thank you guys enough. It is amazing to see the numbers coming in. It's amazing to see our friend Melissa, who just donated $100, and our friend Jill, who just donated $100. And Jill said she donated this to do good. And it's just really, really cool that you guys are doing this with us. And so I just want to give you guys a reminder before we move on that we are just about to do our first giveaway. If you have not entered into our giveaway, remember, this is a luxurious evening getaway to the Four Seasons Hotel in St. Louis. It's a one-night stay in the deluxe Archview room and a $100 dinner credit at the Cinder House. And so if you guys want to get in on that, if you are not a part of this giveaway yet, all you have to do is share this video, what you are watching right now, share it, and then in the comments, comment done. And you will be entered into our giveaway. And you also have a second way to get into the giveaway. You can join our mailing list, and this is at mission111.org. If you scroll to the bottom of that homepage, you will see a way to enter our mailing list, and that way you'll be able to stay up to date on everything that we're doing. It's very different than just following a social media page. When you follow a social media page, sometimes only 1% of the people that follow see what you have to say. And so if we are trying to get the word out about something that you guys would like to hear, the best way to do that is to get on our mailing list. Okay, so that is kind of what we're looking at right now. What I want to do, Mission 111, it started almost 20 years ago. And we want to give you guys kind of some more information about what it was like when it started. The current way of saying it is how it started and how it's going. And that's what we want to share with you guys right now. We have our Through the Years documentary that you guys will be able to watch.
Hi, my name is Jennifer McKinney, and I am the Executive Director of Mission 111. Mission 111 is a volunteer-based organization doing good in Haiti, the Philippines, and locally. Mission 111 started 17 years ago when I was asked to volunteer with a youth group to go to Haiti and work at an orphanage. And I actually went with my son, who was 15, and my niece, who's 14, and so I was asked to chaperone, and so I went. 3 weeks, we were ready to go to Haiti, and when I went to Haiti, just seeing the desperate needs that was right in front of me, and all the experiences of what I saw and what I experienced really wrecked me. And so I knew when I came back, like, there was no way that I could come back to my normal life. And so from that point on, I just would think of ways like, how can I help? What can I do? And that was just what consumed me almost every day.
So my name is Kristen Fanning, and I work with Mission 111 and have been since the very beginning. So the most impactful event or experience that I've had with Mission 111 is, honestly, it's really hard to name one thing. I've been part of Mission 111 since its beginning, which I think was about 17 years ago. And I remember just being a kid wanting to go on a missions trip when I was 15. So I went to my Aunt Jen and I was like, my mom's not gonna go. I need somebody to go with me. And she was like, okay, fine, I'll go. And so thinking back to those moments, like that first trip to Haiti, when we had no clue what we were getting ourselves into. We just thought we were gonna go and have a good time and have fun. And then suddenly Jen and I just kind of had this, we like kind of joined together in this vision of, this is so much bigger than what we are doing. So it was really cool to see as a 15-year-old to watch my aunt and also just kind of start to lay this amazing foundation. And then here we are 17 years later with, you know, guest houses in both the Philippines and in Haiti, and being able to run a children's home, being able to start local missions, and not saying that it was anything that we did, but it was just really neat to watch God kind of plant that seed back before we even knew what we were getting ourselves into.
Like the things that we get that are free here, like food and education, they just don't have that. So unless, you know, a parent would give their child up to an orphanage, they wouldn't get those things. And so I just saw, as a mom, watching those needs and watching how parents would have to give up their child because they wanted the best for them. It was really just heartbreaking. I just knew I just couldn't sit back and do nothing about those needs.
I remember we were actually at our feeding program, and I don't remember how many kids that actually feeds, but they feed, they kind of all line up with their little bowls. And I remember was with some of the kids, and we were playing music and dancing, and we're just like goofing off. And he got out of line to come give me a hug, and he was just like playing with me and having fun. And then all of a sudden, all the kids went, and they were able to go get their food and left, and they all left. And so he was still playing it, and I didn't realize that the line had started to dwindle, and I was like, oh my gosh. And so by the time he got back in line, he didn't get any food for the day, and I knew that that was like the only meal he was going to have all day. Because I mean, when you are dealing with, I think it's interesting when we think of poverty in the States, poverty is real and it's terrible, but I think in Haiti it is a level of like, it could be 3 days before a child gets to eat. And I think when we're talking about that on that level, it's like you're watching skin and bones, and then all of a sudden this child is not eating because he was playing with me, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's not going to get to eat food. And so he had a little pencil case because he couldn't afford a bowl, and so he ran over, and this little girl actually had a little bit extra in her bowl, and she was like spooning out into his little like pencil case, and like my heart just broke, because I was just like, not only do the needs, like they are just so much and so great, but their ability to just kind of like adapt is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. And to be able to be a part of that and watch kids take care of each other, and then also be creative in the sense that she also recognized that he wasn't going to eat if she didn't help him in that moment. So I think it's so neat, because I think we always talk about like, when you're a missionary or you do missions trips, you're the one going to help. But the reality is, I think the thing that makes Mission 111 so special is that we truly like partner with these people. Like, we want to know within that community what makes a difference and how we can help, versus just throwing money at a problem and pretending that it's going to fix anything. So that was probably the neatest thing, but also like really hard in the moment, because you're just like, wow, this is the reality of what we're dealing with.
One of the things that is really, really close to my heart is I met a little boy there 17 years ago in Haiti, and I'm still really close to him. He's really close to our family 17 years later. And like 10 years ago, I was talking to him, and I said, what's the most favorite thing that you love when teams come to visit? And you know, I thought that he'd say the candy that you brought, or the fun that we have with you. And he said, because you guys come back. And so that's always in my mind, because you guys come back. And so not being able to freely travel for the last 2 years has been really hard, because we have children and friends. You know, I don't want them to know that we're not coming back. They don't understand what's going on here. I don't want them to know to think that we're not coming back because we don't care, or that, you know, we don't want to be there. And so that just is really constantly on my mind. Like, you know, I want to go back. I want them to know that, you know, that someone cares for them, that they're seen, that they matter, because that's what I believe our teams do every time we go to Haiti or the Philippines.
Yeah, so our funding has been really impacted, and so the unfortunate thing is when your funds decrease, also the need increases, just with the amount of things that have happened because of the pandemic. So we have actually learned to kind of get creative. So one big thing that we've been doing is online training, which has been really neat. As the rest of the world has joined online, we've been able to do the same, which has been really cool. So we have been learning to basically build up our leaders, both in the Philippines and in Haiti, to be able to go into their own communities and do the things that we would typically do in person, which is just empowering them to work in their own communities, identify needs within their own people, and be able to meet those needs.
And so a couple things that I've noticed and we've noticed as a ministry too is that the people that are staff and the people that volunteer with us, they are just hard workers. I mean, they will do anything we ask them and they want to work. And what we've noticed in Haiti and the Philippines is that jobs are so hard to find. And so one of the things that we're really researching and learning more is how do we create jobs, because that is such a big need right now in those countries.
Yeah, so people can partner with Mission 111 in a multitude of different ways. I always say, and I know that it's probably kind of cheesy, but we're not just a fundraiser who raises a ton of money and does things. Like, we truly want to find ways that impact the people that we serve, both in the Philippines, in Haiti, and locally, and recognizing that that need is constantly growing and it's constantly changing. So of course, funding is a big piece of that. I think the reality is that people feel like they need to give a lot of money or they need to give a lot of things, and truly it's not. You know, I think $10, which by the way is a Starbucks and a cake pop in our culture, feeds literally an entire family for several days. Or I think it's actually 22 pounds of rice in the Philippines, which is a bizarre thing to think about when we throw money around just to grab dinner or go through fast food, whereas them, it's literally their, sustaining their life. And so and that's a huge piece, is just giving what you can and what you feel led to give. And I also think within Mission 111, it's cool because it truly is one of those things where there's a bunch of different opportunities. So it's not just Haiti, it's not just the Philippines, it's also local missions too. And I think that we are very passionate about partnering with people who use their skills and talents and their passions to be able to do something great versus feeling like, here's what you have to do. We want to make sure that you are giving and doing what you feel led to do. So I think that's really a neat opportunity. And I think what's even cooler is the fact that you really, every single dollar that you spend, none of us are paid. It's all completely volunteer based. And it's really neat to watch your dollars taken to people and truly changing lives. And I think that that's just a neat opportunity to know that you took a part in feeding somebody or spreading the gospel or giving somebody a backpack with school supplies. So I think the final thing that I can ask and do is to say, give what you can. That is what is most important to us, whether it's $1 or $5,000, whatever it is. But the reality is that you are making a difference. You're truly changing the lives of people, being able to partner with Mission 111. And we are just asking you to do that today and see kind of what you could be a part of within this community.
It's really cool to get some of the past and see where it all started before we get to where it is now. Just want to introduce you guys to Rose. She is going to be helping me with the giveaway. Say hi to everybody, Rose.
Hello, everyone. I
was really, really hoping that one of the giveaways could be for a tracksuit like Rose is wearing right now, because I would jump in that giveaway, okay? So before we get into the giveaway, we'll just read off some of the donors that we've had while that video was playing. So Tracy donated $250, Rebecca donated $200, and Christine donated $500. And so it's really, really great to see those donations coming in.
Coming in hot, you guys.
They are coming in hot. I have 1,000 hypothetical dollars in my hand right there.
Let's go shopping.
That's really you can't do that.
Okay,
yeah,
sorry.
you don't need any more tracksuits. So we're going to do our first drawing, and so remember, this is our giveaway for. I think we just got handed people that were last minute on our drawing, so you know that this isn't a pre-planned drawing. So what I will do, I can still see myself on the screen behind you, but we'll go.
Don't paper cut me.
Okay. The winner of our first giveaway is, how do you say that last name?
I'm going to say Sprivy.
Clifton
Mr. Clifton Sprivy.
Sprivy. And so that will be our winner of our first giveaway. So Clifton.
Congrats.
What? Sprivy.
Earl Sprivy.
Okay, so that is, we just got mixed up there. But if you are, Clifton Sprivy, then you should call in to our number that we have on screen, and we will be able to get you this, or you can also email us, okay? If not, we will reach out to you. We will contact you. And so, Rose, thank you for helping me out.
My pleasure.
Really careful, because we're going to use those later. Be careful when you're walking back. I don't want anyone to try to mug you while you're trying to get back.
Right there,
and stack the ballot. But in case somebody does try to mug you, our next video is actually a former UFC fighter, Kyle Watson, and he is going to show you how you would defend yourself if someone tries to steal all of these forms. Let's go to Kyle.
Hey guys, my name is Kyle Watson. I'm here at my martial arts academy in St. Louis, Missouri. I was asked to come here and talk a little bit about what I do to try to help the Mission 111 project. And I wanted to talk a little bit about jiu-jitsu. It's the main thing I teach. It's an exciting sport, but a lot of people do it for different reasons. There's a lot of reasons you might do it. You might want to compete. You might want some fitness and weight loss. You might want to learn a little self-defense. So I want to show a little bit of the kind of maybe the self-defense side of things today, and I'll just go through a drill that I call good guy, bad guy. And basically, once it hits the floor, the top person is usually the bad guy, and the bottom person is usually the good guy, okay? So we're just going to look at a little scenario. So say I'm out, at the bar. I don't realize that I just talked to Nick Sanders' lovely wife. So he's all mad, he's in my face. So I put my hands up because I'm like, man, hey, I want to de-escalate. I want to say, hey, I don't have any problems here. But he just isn't having it. I guess I said too many sweet one-liners or whatever. He comes and takes a swing at me. My arms are already up, so I'm going to block and get close. Remember, when people throw a strike, I want to be either way inside or way outside. So I chose to go way inside to not be on the end of his punch. And now I'm just going to give him a very violent hug, like a side Heimlich. I'm going to tuck in his body. And it's very hard now once I pulled his hips in for him to bring his weight back forward. So now I'm just going to walk him down, let go, and I'm going to work my way to mount. Now, here's the thing. I like Nick. If I didn't like Nick, I might come up and start raining down some punches or some elbows or whatever. But say it's Uncle Ralph and he's, at the family reunion, he's had a few too many cocktails. So I just got to hug him and hold him a little bit and just make sure that I wear him out until everything's over. But now, like I said, we're in the good guy, bad guy drill here. So now that I'm on top, even though I worked my part, I want Nick to be able to work something too. So I'm the bad guy and he's the good guy, because especially if I was trying to punch. So if I was going to throw punches, Nick wants to bring my weight forward, so he's going to bridge his hips. When my hands touch the ground, now he can trap a post, bridge again, roll me all the way over, and now he's going to push on my stomach so that it makes me come in, and then he can step away. And now we can just do the movement all over again, but I have to make sure that I get up, because remember I said, he's on top. He's the bad guy. So now he can stomp on me, kick me, whatever. So I need to make sure that I protect myself. I get up, I scoot away, and I stand up appropriately, okay? With base. I don't want to stand up and then just get knocked back down. So I want to get my feet up underneath me. And now we would just reverse roles, okay? So I'm going to throw the punch at him. He comes in, does this little body lock, takes me back down to the ground, goes to mount, smothers for a little bit. When he starts to come up for punches, though, now he's the bad guy. So I want to bump him forward with my hips, trap his arms so he can't stop me from rolling him, bridge. I hope that he had some Chipotle for lunch, because I'm going to push on his stomach to make sure his leg's open. And then maybe even for good measure, if I don't like him, boom, it's all over, folks. And that's a good drill where both of us can work. And now obviously I would step back, he would stand back up, and we can drill this back and forth. And that's a realistic scenario. That's a little bit of what jiu-jitsu is all about. Hope you enjoyed.
Thank you, Kyle, for that demonstration of jiu-jitsu and the good humor mixed in with that. That is a lot of fun.
We have an Uncle Ralph, right?
Yeah, and at the occasional family gathering, let's not get into it. But I just want to introduce you guys to somebody. This is my dad, Steve. I know he doesn't really look like my dad. My mom will be on later. It'll make more sense. But for right now, we just wanted to talk to him a little bit about Haiti, about Mission 111, and kind of where he got started in Mission 111. So you weren't necessarily like gung-ho at first with Mission 111.
Not a real fan to start with.
Yeah,
wasn't real excited about going to a foreign country.
And
I'm still not, just so you know.
I get that, and it's really it's really interesting to think back to 17 years ago when I was 10 and you were like 75, 80, and we would go to these, or my mom would go to Haiti, and she would go during Christmas time, and it was just, for our family, it was kind of a sacrifice for us, and it was a tough situation, and you were kind of like, I don't know, I don't think I'll ever go to Haiti, but eventually you did.
I did go. I went, I don't know how many times, twice.
You went twice, yeah.
And so it was quite interesting to go. I learned a lot of things, and it does change your life in a sense. It really does make a difference.
What would you say? I know you've told me many stories about them, maybe embellishing a little bit, but what would you say is kind of, when I ask you, what is something that had the biggest effect on you, biggest impact? What story or thought comes to mind?
Well, a couple of things. First thing is this. When you go, I really think it's just the heart of God to help people. And it's just crazy what it does to you. It just really makes a difference in your life. It changes your heart. You just see, I just think that it's the heart of God when you go into a place like that. And these people, they are joyous in the middle of things that you wouldn't be joyous for. You know what I'm saying? I get home and I'm like, oh, hot showers. That is, awesome. But another Haiti story. So I'm going, and we're with a group of people, okay? So I'm like, the pastor of the church, and I got all these people, and I'm kind of responsible for them. Okay. So they said, hey, we're going to a prison. We're going to go to this prison, right? So I'm like, okay.
Like for how long? Like 3 to 5, or like you guys are just going for the day?
Just for the day.
Okay.
So we're on our way to the prison. I looked, and it's like the UN building is right. It's chaos. It's just chaos. So anyway, we walk into this prison, and I look, and there's a prison guard there. Not a big guy, all right? Not like, kind of like Barney Fife guy.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's got an AK-47 held together, the gun, the bullets, the magazine, put together with Scotch tape. Now,
not duct tape.
Scotch.
Scotch
tape.
Clear.
That was clear. Thick Scotch tape though. It was thick, so I guess that made a difference.
Yeah. That's...
So anyway, we bring all these people. Now, here's the thing. I don't think you and Emily were married at that point. So we go into this prison, and there are prisoners walking around with machetes. And I'm like, wait a minute, how does this work? And they're like, oh, they're good prisoners,
And think about it. What if you have to open a coconut or something?
There you go. Yeah, and then they're like the good drug dealers, whatever the case may be.
Okay.
So anyway, we're there, and I am totally, my spider sense was tingling, totally uncomfortable with the whole thing. I mean, it was really, really uncomfortable. No one else is concerned, and I'm looking at like your future wife. I'm looking at Emily, and I'm thinking, someone is going to assault her, and then your future father-in-law is going to kill me because of that. And finally, I just said, hey, look, it's enough, because there was more than one machete-bearing prisoner. There was more than one, and there was only one AK-47 Scotch tape guy. So it was the odds were stacked against us at that point. But it was quite an interesting experience, to say the least.
It really is unique, but it also puts into perspective, when we send teams to Haiti, when we send teams to the Philippines, they are on the front line.
They are.
They are not staying at the Four Seasons.
No. Here's the rule, though. No more prisons.
No more prisons.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're going to the prison, you're going by yourself.
Yeah. If you're going to the prison, you're staying. Right?
Yep. It's on you. That is on you.
Okay.
Totally on you.
And so it's just really, thank you so much for just telling us that story. It's really great to hear about Mission 111 and all of the good that they do. And we just have a video for you guys. If you're just joining us, it'll be your first time seeing it. But we have some kids that want to talk to you guys about doing good. And here they are.
May He give you the power.
complete tout buong bagay.
At maging ganap ang inyong mga gawaing ibinungan ng pananampalataya. 2 Thessalonians 1:11.
Our Do Good shirts help bring awareness to all the different ways your donation makes a difference.
On the back of this shirt is printed Do Good in 3 languages, Haitian Creole, English, and Tagalog. In Haiti, this shirt will provide rice and bean meals for 12 people.
Locally, this shirt provides 5 hot breakfasts.
And in the Philippines, this shirt provides 22 pounds of rice. Please consider clicking the link or visit mission111.org for purchase of a shirt. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I say,
Très bien.
Gumawa ng mabuti. Do good.
And so, if you guys want to purchase one of those shirts, you are able to go to mission111.org in order to do that. I actually stole this shirt from somebody, and don't know if that takes away my doing good, but that's what happened. But I have some good news for you guys. I have some more people that have wanted to donate or that have donated to us. And I just wanted to kind of read you off their names and let you guys know how much good simply watching and sharing, how great it is and how effective it has been. I just cannot thank you guys enough. But Tim just donated $250. Lynette just donated $100. Patrick just donated $100. Valerie also donated $100. And Carmel just donated $100 and said, God bless each contribution tonight and stretch it to meet the needs. So thankful to support Mission 111. And we're just so thankful to you guys for all of the good that you guys are doing tonight. And we just hope that you guys continue to share and continue to comment, continue to be engaged, because we still have a lot of amazing entertainment for you guys, and that is including this next song that we have, and we'll let them take it away.
Each time we meet, love, I find complete love. Without your sweet love, what would life be? So never leave me lonely. Tell me you love me only, and that you'll always let it be me. Each time we meet, love, I find complete love. Without your sweet love, what would life be? So never leave me lonely. Tell me you love me only,
That was really cool. Just thank you to Larry and his wife. That was, if you guys didn't get the context, that was him singing to his wife. I think everyone who is young and married should look to that and say, wow, that's really cool. I hope that is my future. And a lot of people's futures could have been changed tonight. Just wanted to read off really quick. I have a $1,000 donation from Rachel, and Rachel just put us over $30,000 on the night, and that is just really, really big. And the night isn't over. We haven't even gotten to our second giveaway yet, and that's what I just want to remind you guys of. Our second giveaway is fun for the whole family. It's the Fabulous 5 ticket combo, and this is for 4 guests, okay? So this is an overnight stay at the Union Station Hotel, and this is a hotel by Hilton. You also will get free passes to the St. Louis Aquarium, the St. Louis Ferris Wheel, mini golf, the carousel, and Miramax. And remember, you can enter either of these by sharing and commenting done after you share this video, or by going to mission111.org and joining our mailing list. If you scroll to the bottom of the page, you are able to join our mailing list. And so let's get that 30 to 50. Let's reach our goal. You guys are just doing amazing. It is so cool to be a part of this. And I am so thankful that you guys are helping us do all of this. And so now I just want to go ahead and go to our next video and share with you guys.
Hi, my name is Kayla Walker. My talent is baking and decorating cakes, and here's a preview of what I like to do. Okay, so I have my cake already pre-iced, so I'm going to start doing a flower border around the edges. Tip on it, so I'm going to go in between and do little leaves. Okay. So now I'm going to take my blue icing, and with the leftover center, I'm going to write Mission 111.
That was fun to watch. Do we have any of that cake? Was that cake donated? Do we have that cake or no? No, we don't. Okay, we don't have the cake. But if you guys decide you find the cake, just let me know. I have just a few more people to shout out, a few more people that are donating. Remember, you can donate at mission111.org, or you can call in. And so first we have James, who just donated $100, and we have Ken, who just donated $300. And so the numbers are just going and going, and we are so happy. We are at $30,605. To be honest, as the host, I didn't realize there was going to be so much reading. I didn't realize that you guys were going to be donating so much. To be totally honest, reading isn't my strong suit, but I'm doing my best. I'm working the best I can. If I misspell or mispronounce your first name, tell us in the comments. You can let us know. If not, if you're enjoying it, let us hear about it. Like, comment. We want to hear. And of course, you can enter those giveaways by sharing. Now we have another word from one of our platinum level sponsors.
Would you like an extra 5 hours of free time every single week? Then you should know about Best Wash. At Best Wash, we provide pickup and delivery laundry service to the greater St. Louis area. Here's how it works. You schedule your pickup time through the Best Wash phone app. Our couriers take your clothes to our top-of-the-line cleaning facility. Your clothes are then washed and folded by our trained sanitation team. Your clean clothes are then delivered to your doorstep the very next day. Use promo code 25OFF for $25 off your first order.
Wow, that commercial was clean. I used that twice. Didn't get a laugh. That's tough. All right, so we just wanted to make sure that you guys are aware that you can donate now. You can donate at mission111.org or on the number on your screen. We are just continuing to push and continuing to grow. We just thank you guys for all of the shares, all of the likes. It's really cool. I just wanted to take a special second to note that we have one of the best production teams of all time. They have done so well, not just tonight, but in their entire setup, in every prep. You know, they're dealing with people. We were struggling. We were production inept, if you will, and they are helping so much and doing so much. It's beautiful. When you just look at what's on the screen right now, they have done a really great job, and so I just am so thankful. So in the comments, make sure you guys thank our production team that are just a rock star production team. And also, just a little bit ago, you guys got to hear an interview with our friends Jack and Joy, and they were talking about the House of Hope and Joy. They're the directors there, and we got a hold of some of the kids and asked them some questions, and asked them a bunch of questions actually, and cut this up so you guys can see kind of some of the people that we help with Mission 111 and their opinions and thoughts on really important things. Here you guys go.
Food is pizza. I love pizza. My favorite food is rice and sauce and fry.
I like pizza and rice and beans and chicken fried.
My favorite color blue. My favorite color pink. My favorite color pink. My favorite color is blue. My favorite color is green.
I love my school and my best subject is math.
I love math. I love soccer, be a goalie. I love to play football. I like to cooking.
I like to dance, but I'm not a dancer. I like to build things.
I love dancing. I love soccer. I love my friends. My thanks for Jesus. I say thank you for my family.
Oh man, that was really good. I loved the rapid fire questions. That was fun. I just wanted to introduce you guys to a very important lady in my life. This is my mom, Jennifer. She is, I think you're El Capitano. Is that the title at Mission 111?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll take it.
Okay. Director, El Capitano, president, you know, whatever you want to call her. But she is it, and she didn't feel like answering questions. We were talking, and she said, "No, you don't get to do interviews. You're not very good at them. Your podcast isn't good. Everything you do, you know." She likes to beat you down a little bit, but we are going to turn it over to her, and she's going to ask me just a few questions.
Yeah, so I really thought since the kids were doing the rapid questions and then you're asking everybody questions, I'm like, you know what? Let's turn this around and let's ask him questions. Let's see if he's really good at what he does. So are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a couple of serious questions and then we're going to have some fun.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so how many years have you been involved with this ministry?
I mean, it depends. With helping with the gala, like 5, but with giving my mom up during Christmas time, 17.
Forever, right?
Yes, forever.
Okay, have you ever been to Haiti or the Philippines?
I have never been to Haiti. Technically speaking, I have been to the Philippines in my mom's tummy. We might have to bring Dr. Trish Herford back on to talk about how that works, but go ahead.
I don't think so.
Good.
But, okay, so why not? What's your excuse?
You know, honestly, I look at it like this. A lot of people are helping with Mission 111 with the money that they've been blessed with. A lot of our production team are using the skills that they've been blessed with. Mm-hmm. Being able to ramble on is one of the skills that I have. Yes. And so that is kind of what I focus on in my help for Mission 111.
Yes, it's perfect. Actually, I was sitting and watching and I looked at somebody and I said, this is what when I was watching you and your dad, I'm like, this is what I have to live with. So why do you give your time and your talents and your ability for something you've never even seen?
It's definitely not because my mom makes me. Honestly, it isn't. It's because so many people that I know have been affected so positively, and you know, you get to see that, you get to be around it so much. It really is almost impossible not to help.
Absolutely. It is not impossible to not want to help. So we need your help. But that was the serious stuff, okay? So now we're going to have some fun. Are you ready?
Let's go.
So I'm going to give you 3 minutes. Starter time.
Do we have a timer?
I'm going to ask you some random questions, and you're going to see how many of these questions you can answer.
Okay.
And are you taking time how many he can do, too? Because this is quick. You ready?
Okay, got it.
Okay, here we go. Oops, wrong page.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
All right, here we go. What color is your toothbrush?
Orange.
Favorite superhero?
Thor.
Why?
Because he's the god of thunder. I just enjoy him.
Okay. What's on your bucket list?
To go scuba diving with a great white shark, or in one of the shark cages with a great white shark.
Okay. Morning or night person?
Morning for sure.
Favorite ice cream?
All of it.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Joshua Seth McKinney.
Okay. What store do you love to go to?
Store?
Yeah. Shopping, you know? Do you like to shop?
I'm not a huge shopper, but I like Ross Dress for Less.
Okay. If you could choose a nickname, what would it be?
Falcon.
One food you wouldn't give up.
Ribeyes.
Okay. That's good. Okay. What would you do with $1 million?
I would donate it all to Mission 111.
Yeah, that's a good answer. Okay, favorite sport?
Jiu-jitsu.
Do you always wear your seatbelt?
Usually.
Okay, favorite band?
I would say like 95% of the time I'm wearing my seatbelt. When I pull out of my driveway, sometimes I'm not.
Time is running
Favorite
out.
band would be the band that's playing tonight.
Okay, chocolate or caramel?
Both.
Favorite beverage? Beverage?
Kombucha.
Okay, one item you could never live without.
Gi for jiu-jitsu.
Beach or mountain?
Beach.
Chore you hate doing?
What?
Chore you hate doing?
Washing dishes.
Favorite pizza topping?
Pepperoni.
Save or spend?
Save.
Weirdest thing in your refrigerator right now?
Fermented hot sauce that I fermented.
You made it. Mm-hmm. That's right. Okay, favorite toy growing up?
Favorite toy growing up? I had this stuffed animal named Bud. My mom made me throw it away because she said, "You're 15, you can't have a stuffed animal."
Favorite movie?
Thor.
Did I already ask you?
Thor 3.
Did I already ask you spend or save?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, dream vacation?
Destin, Florida.
Okay, last one. Who's your favorite person, mom or dad?
Oh, mom.
He said mom.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good job. All under 3 minutes? Wow, you're pretty amazing.
And now we actually get to hear from my dad, your husband. He has a word for us as one of our platinum sponsors.
Okay.
Hey everybody, Steve here with Fitness, and let me explain to you what we do at Fitness and More. The number one thing that happens to every single person that hits you in your 20s, you begin to lose strength. And here's what that means. When you lose strength, you lose muscle. So the number one thing we do is we get you stronger, which increases your muscle size, which increases your metabolism. And then what we do is we help you lose body fat. Now the best way to lose body fat is through nutritional support. And so we individualize your diet to make sure that it fits you, because one size doesn't fit all. Now here's the interesting thing. We do fitness for busy people. If you're busy, our programs simply work. 2 15-minute sessions per week will absolutely change your life, and it's not just something you do for a short period of time, it's absolutely sustainable. So here's what I want you to do. Go to my website, www.fitnessandmore.net, and fill out the free introductory workout. Do it now. Have a great day.
All right, remember you could go to fitnessandmore.net to check out how to lose weight, how to get in shape, how to build muscle. So if that interests you, be sure to go to fitnessandmore.net and do that. And so we are right in the 60% range of how much we've raised. It's really, really exciting. You know, so much cool stuff has gone on tonight. And I really feel like the flow of the evening has worked really well and it's made a lot of sense. But I'm going to be honest with you, we overlooked something. We are going from a commercial about fitness right into a way to make sausage and cheese bread. If you guys don't know, Judy Quick has this world famous, she sells it as frozen loaves, sausage and cheese bread, and it is one of the most delicious things. I actually had it at my wedding and people were eating it by the fistful. People were fighting over it. Don't have it at a wedding, but any other time it's great to have, and she is going to show you guys how to make her world famous sausage bread in this video next.
Hi, I'm Judy. Today I'm going to show you how to make my famous sausage bread. I just want to tell you a little bit about this bread. I've been making this since over 40 years. Begin the family and neighbor and friends enjoy this bread. But I know God gave me wisdom, talent, ability, and skill to make this bread. That it's been used for fundraising to reach out to those who in need in the Philippines, and not only in the Philippines, whatever God sent me. And I also thank you for everyone who pray for us and also who buy this bread, and also your giving in many other ways. So I just want to thank you that you're the one also part of this. I hope you know that you're part of this, because my mission or our mission is not complete without you guys. So I thank you. Done, and I'm ready to eat it. Let's eat it. Thank you.
I'll be in a second.
Hi, the reason I continue to make sausage bread to continue to reach out to those whom in need, because I was one of them. Growing up in the Philippines, we miss a lot of meals. So, and also not only reaching out, giving food or things that what God has blessed me to bless others, it's also I share the love of God to those people that God send me to them, or He send it to me. So I thank you so much for buying bread, and also I want you to know that you are part of those reaching out to those whom in need. So thank you.
Thank you, Judy. That was awesome. I'm definitely going to rewatch that video and make some sausage bread at home. Judy is actually, I'm calling her Judy, but she's actually my grandma. And so you could imagine growing up and thinking that at Thanksgiving and Christmas that all other families eat egg rolls and sausage bread for their Christmas and Thanksgiving. You could imagine my surprise when my wife and I first started dating and we went over and we had turkey and stuffing. It was bizarre, but highly recommend both turkey and stuffing and the sausage cheese bread. And like Judy, or Lola as everyone calls her, was saying, she is from the Philippines. She was born and raised in the Philippines, and she was actually incredibly instrumental in Mission 111 being in the Philippines and helping in the Philippines. Without her, that probably would not have been done. And so that's really cool. And so we want to show you guys a video of what happens when you donate 2,200 pounds of rice to families in need in the Philippines. And this is from our friends from the JGIA organization in the Philippines.
Thank you, Mission 111. God bless.
Thank you, Mission 111. Thank you. Bye, goodbye. Thank you. Salamat.
Thank you, Mission 111. God bless you.
Thank you to the JGIA group. Just to put this in perspective, this was not from like last year or months ago. This was sent to us this week. Mission 111 is constantly trying to help. It's constantly trying to do good. And so I have a really cool announcement for you guys. As you can see on the screen, we are at $34,615. We are $15,000 away from our goal. This will have us funded for the entire year, on top of our monthly donations that we already have. And so it's just really cool to get to be a part of this and to get to share this with you guys. And so now what we have to share is really, I would say, one of the cooler and more unique acts of tonight, because it won't just be here in studio. It will actually be first in Haiti, and we will continue here in studio. And so I won't give too much away. We will just go to our friends Jack and Esther in Haiti.
fountain I drink from. Oh, he is my song. You are good. Oh, you are good. Good. Oh, Lord, you are good. So good. So good. Yes, you are. You are so good. So good. Yes, you are.
Wow, thank you. To Daniel and Katie and Esther and Jack, that was so cool. The transition gave me the chills. I knew it was coming too. I wasn't surprised by it, but man, that was just really, really cool. That was perfect. Remember, guys, we are still taking donations. We still have phone operators standing by, and you can also donate at mission111.org and click the donate now button. Now we just have to, we're going to thank one more of our platinum level sponsors, and we're going to go to them now.
Would you like an extra 5 hours of free time every single week? Then you should know about Best Wash. At Best Wash, we provide pickup and delivery laundry service to the greater St. Louis area. Here's how it works. You schedule your pickup time through the Best Wash phone app. Our couriers take your clothes to our top-of-the-line cleaning facility. Your clothes are then washed and folded by our trained sanitation team. Your clean clothes are then delivered to your doorstep the very next day. Use promo code 25OFF for $25 off your first order.
And we're back. I was thinking, man, it's been a while since anyone has handed me any pieces of paper, but apparently they were stacking them in the back. They wanted me to have to be out of breath reading a bunch. So we're going to go through some of the people that have been donating. So Emily just donated $100, and she told us to keep up the amazing work. Thank you, Emily. Donna just donated $250 in honor of Jack and Joy Jean-Francois. Joy is their granddaughter. Tiffany just donated $200. Dennis just donated $500 from, in the memo, maybe it wasn't Dennis that did it, because in the memo, it was from Ainsley, Ian, and Sydney. And that is Trish, who you guys met earlier. That is her kids. And then Mary just donated $100. Adam just donated $500. And Mary just donated $200. And so it's really, really cool that you guys are donating, that you guys are partnering with us. And we actually have another group of people that have partnered with us. And this would be our silver level sponsorships. And so we've thanked a few of them already, but I want to make sure that everyone gets a personal thank you, starting with Zickel Flooring. They've been a partner with Mission 111 for many years, and we're so thankful for their continued support. We appreciate Zickel Flooring so much. Also, John Smith Masonry Company. John Smith has been a supporter of the mission of doing good for 3 years, and they said they're really excited to participate in this telethon. They support Grace Church, and they support our never-ending support of people that are in desperate need. And so we just want to thank John Smith Masonry. And lastly, we want to thank our friends at Bergdorf and Associates. Bergdorf and Associates provides comprehensive financial planning for faith-based families. And so that is really exciting. That is really cool to have everybody donating, everybody partnering with Mission 111. We thank you guys, and we'll start to move into our next video. Thank you, Stickyard. That was a really, really cool video. If you guys have never heard of Stickyard, be sure to go to stickyard.com and check them out. You can also follow them on Instagram. Thank you guys for that really cool video. Random fact, I'm watching it, and I was like, hey, that guy used to train jiu-jitsu at my gym. Random, but he did. Now, we're back with Rose. She didn't train jiu-jitsu at my gym. She actually did at one point, but that's not what we're talking about. We are now getting into our second drawing. And if you guys weren't aware, we added a third drawing.
We did.
We added a third drawing.
Surprise.
Because it was like, hey, it throws off the balance. You need one an hour, right? And so we got a $100 donation for our third drawing. So you can still enter. This is not all the entries. You are still able to share and comment done on our video, or you can also go to mission111.org and sign up for our newsletter. Either way will enter you in to the third drawing. You already missed your chance if you haven't done it yet for the second drawing, because we have paper in hand and we are going to pull. We are going to pull. What are we going with? And remember, this is for the Union Station Hotel and the 4 passes for everything that they have at Union Station for an entire day. Let's go. Let's go. What do we got? Oh, this is the one. This is the one. Big money. Big money. Who do we got? We have our winner, Valerie Griffin.
Congrats.
And so, Valerie, you can either call in to our number, our Donate Now number. You can send an email, or we will contact you through your email because we have it. And that is how we will stay in contact with you guys. So don't forget, if you want to enter for the $100, the last giveaway of the night, the bonus giveaway, if you will, all you have to do is comment or share the video and then comment done, or go to our newsletter and enter your information. Go to mission111.org, scroll to the bottom, go to the newsletter, and we have one more platinum level sponsor that wants to give you guys a message.
Hi, I'm Josh, and I want to tell you just a little bit about what I do. I run a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu school called Head Nod HQ. We have 2 locations, first located in Granite City and second located in Jerseyville, Illinois. What we do at Head Nod HQ is we help people find and achieve their goals using the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So maybe you're looking to lose weight, you're looking to get in shape. Maybe you want to learn to defend yourself. Maybe your aspirations are a little higher and you want to compete all over the country in a really cool sport. Regardless of what your goal is, Head Nod HQ is for you. So what I want to do is give you guys a free 2-week trial. You can go to headnodhq.com, fill out your information. We will contact you to schedule your 2-week trial. You can see if you enjoy the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
And you guys just went from a video of me introducing a video of me to another video of me. I apologize for that. We won't let it happen again. But if you guys are interested in trying out Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, you can go to headnodhq.com and you guys will get a free 2-week trial. All you have to do is put in your information, and you are able to check out what Jiu-Jitsu is, and if you guys would like it. And now I just have a really cool interview with 2 of our boys from the House of Hope and Joy, Alexandre and Bobby, and we're gonna go to that interview next.
Hi everyone, I'm here at the House of Hope and Joy with Alexandre and Bobby, and they would just like to share some of their experiences that they've had growing up and living here. So, do you guys remember how old you were when you first came here?
Yeah, I think I was 4.
4?
And then I was 5.
5. Wow, you're so little, and now you've grown up. Can you tell me anything? Do you remember like the first day that you came here, or do you remember what it was like really little like that?
Yeah, I remember when I first came here, is that when Mr. Allen gave me a sandwich, peanut butter sandwich.
A peanut butter sandwich, yeah.
And I remember my family was so happy to have this opportunity.
Oh, do you remember anything else like while you were growing up, any day that was like really special for you or fun?
Yeah, I remember Miss Jane, when she came with the team, she made like some competitions, and the winner, she gave them some trophy.
A little trophy, so you won something?
Yeah.
That was so fun. What about you, Bobby?
Yeah, and I remember Lisbeth and Lisea used to spend time with us and talk about Jesus.
You remember all your lessons from Miss Bev and Mr. L?
Yes.
Yeah. That's great. So tell me, you guys, what do you want to do in the future? Like, what are some of your dreams?
Oh, I hope to have my own house,
Yeah.
a nice house, and my own car, and I hope to go to university.
Yeah. That's soon because you're in one of the top grades to finish your high school, and then it's almost university.
Yes.
Yeah. What about you, Bobby?
I want to become an engineer, like civil, to construct house and build other things.
You're going to be a builder?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Is there anything else you would like to share with people about this house or about Haiti?
Oh, Haiti is a sunny country,
Yes.
and it has a nice ocean. Yeah.
Yes, a beautiful ocean. Yeah, very good.
Haiti is a good country because we use solar panel
To power the house.
to power the house.
Yeah, a lot of people have solar panels and we have to find our own resources like that. So,
Yeah.
okay, well that's great. Thank you so much for sharing with you and thank you for you to join into the telethon. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Joy, Bobby, and Alexandre. That was really, really cool to hear about you guys and hear about the future and the plans that you guys have for the future. And these are two Haitian boys at our House of Hope and Joy. And I actually had the opportunity earlier this week to sit down with a friend of mine who is nicknamed the Haitian Sensation. He's the number 9 ranked welterweight in the UFC. His name is Neil Magny, and Neil and I got to chat a little bit about what his experiences with Mission 111 have been and how it's affected his life. And so we're going to go to that interview now.
Neil, how are you doing, bud?
I'm doing great, Josh. How are you doing?
I am doing good. It's good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, with the whole pandemic, it's been a while since I can make it back over to St. Louis or even out on another mission trip. So look forward to the next one. Hopefully it's sooner than later.
For sure. Yeah, I think that they're starting to get some plans together to start to go again. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about. Was I just wanted to kind of hear your perspective, and I think every perspective is unique. But you are in a profession that maybe people may not realize. They may think of someone who fights in the UFC as someone who is really mean and and very rough. So I just wanted to get your perspective on what was your trip to Haiti like? First of all, how long ago was that?
So last time I've been to Haiti, I've been there twice now. Last time I've been there was probably 2018. So it's been a while now. It's been about 3 years since I've been there. But it was an amazing experience. I can't wait to go back there again. Kind of like you were saying, I mean, being a professional mixed martial artist, like a lot of my life is kind of not necessarily self-centered, but it's geared toward being the best in my profession. So it requires me to be kind of focused on myself a lot of times. But being able to take part of a mission trip, Mission 11, it allowed me to do the exact opposite. It allowed me to go out there and actually be vulnerable, be in a position where I was actually there to serve others, and just do whatever I need to do to make sure that the mission was accomplished while I was there on the mission trip.
And did it change your first time going? Did it change your perspective and kind of your idea of what was going on?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, a lot of times you hear about different mission trips and that kind of thing. And you always wonder what's actually taking place when you get there. So to actually go to Haiti and experience it firsthand and see where the funds are going, to see how people are being loved on and seeing how people are being cared for, that was an amazing opportunity. serves. I got to visit the children's home. I got to visit one of the schools that Mission 11 funds. So being able to go there firsthand and see that was a great experience for me.
That is awesome. Do you have any specific story that when you think about your trip to Haiti that your mind goes to?
One of the biggest things for me is how much I take away from going there. So growing up in America, we're privileged in a lot of ways. I mean, as far as like how we entertain ourselves, how we eat, where our water is coming from, all that stuff. We're kind of privileged in the sense that we know that there's always going to be certain things for us. In Haiti, that's not the case. I can remember one particular trip when I went there. I got together a group of the kids and we were just kind of walking around the neighborhood. And at first in my mind, I was like, oh man, it'd be cool if these kids had like a PlayStation or a TV or something to like play with to keep themselves entertained. But they didn't need any of that. They were able to find pure joy and happiness with the things that they had in their community. We walked around the community. They picked up different bottles and cans or whatever else they could find along the walk. And at the end of the walk, they kind of just set these bottles up on these little stands, and they just started throwing rocks at them. So for them, for entertainment, they didn't need a PlayStation. They didn't need a fancy TV, a fancy bicycle or anything. They just went around, found any kind of bottle or can that they could find, and they entertained themselves for hours and had like true joy playing with these cans and rocks. And for me, that was a big takeaway to realize just how minimal I can be in my own personal life. And it just encouraged me to be a lot more giving and a lot more understanding of people from different cultures.
That is really, really cool. That's a really cool takeaway. I just wanted to finish and ask you, is there, just in your perspective, is there a need that you saw that maybe you could fulfill, or that someone watching that could fulfill in that sense?
The biggest need that I saw was just providing for the kids with their basic needs, like just like the schools, for example. A lot of those kids, they're able to go to that school for that day and not only receive an education, but they also get a hot meal while they're there. And that was just an amazing thing to see firsthand, because I can remember growing up as a kid, that was the thing for me as well. Growing up in New York City, it was like, all right, cool. Monday through Friday when I go to school, I know for a fact I can get lunch and breakfast provided through the New York City Board of Education. But Haiti doesn't necessarily have that. So the people who are donating to Mission 111 and that kind of thing, they actually provide that opportunity for those kids to get that hot meal and education when they wake up Monday through Friday and go out there and seek whatever is coming toward that day.
That is excellent. Neil, thank you so much for doing this quick interview. Good luck on your next fight.
Awesome, dude. Thank you so much. Hopefully this fight is sooner than later and I can jump in on next mission trip right away.
It's really cool to get to sit down with such a cool person whose life has been changed due to Mission 111. And so that was really cool to have Neil on to talk to us for a second. I really wanted to come on here and tell you guys the exact amount of money that we are at, but we're actually having trouble tracking it because of how many different donations we are getting from all the different places. So if you're calling in right now and the line is busy, remember you could go to mission111.org and go to donate now, or you can continue to call in. They will take your call. They will make sure that you get in. But you know, we're kind of towards our last push of the evening. We're kind of past our last third of this evening. And so I think a lot of us might need encouragement. We're tired. Our production team, some of the members have been working since 1 a.m. this morning, and it is not 1 a.m. anymore. They have been working a long time. And so Elia Lucas has a little bit of encouragement for us that she wanted to give in this next video.
Hi, my name is Elia B. Lucas, and I am from the Philippines. I just want to encourage everyone by reciting Psalms chapter 23, verse 1 to 6. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not be in want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely, goodness and love will always follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Well, I am encouraged after getting Psalms 23 in me. That was really cool. And now I'm here with Mark Bergdorf. He is one of the board members with Mission 111. His company also was a donor for us tonight. And I've known Mark. Mark, I've probably known you my whole life.
Probably so.
Probably
yeah.
my whole life. And I just wanted to ask, what got you started in Mission 111 and why? Like, why did you start in helping with Mission 111?
Okay, great. Well, probably about 6 or 7 years ago, I had just stopped working at a really cool church in St. Louis, and my wife and I were considering starting a nonprofit to help people with home repair. And so we got really involved with that, real busy with that, so we really didn't have a lot of time to do anything else. But then Jen McKinney comes along, knocks on the door and said, hey, would you consider being a part of Haiti? And I was real honest with Jen at that point and said, I really don't have a real passion for Haiti, but because your mom's pretty influential, I said, I definitely would pray about it. And we got together a short time after that. And she said, well, what is God speaking to your heart? And I said, well, I'm still not really that passionate about Haiti, but because you're Jen, we'll commit. So we started working with the board, and we were absolutely blown away. The level of commitment and passion for the organization and the purpose, the love for God, and the genuine appreciation for donors and volunteers was incredible. And I worked with hundreds of volunteer organizations in 40 years of ministry. I never seen anything quite like that. So I started wondering, what is the Haitian Kool-Aid that you guys are drinking here? And I found out it wasn't Haitian Kool-Aid, it was Jen-Aid, it was Jennifer-Aid, it was your mom. She has an incredible passion for God, so everyone else does as well. A passion for the mission, so it flows through. A passion, appreciation for team members, so that flows through. And so I just really haven't quite seen anything like that. And so if you're a potential donor, I really encourage you to look at two things. First, you always want to ask, what is the leadership team like? And I can tell you it is rock solid. The second question is, what is the return of my investment? We're called to be managers of the resources that God gives us. So we need to be thoughtful and prayerful about where we give. And I hope you've seen this evening that the return on investment is amazing. So Josh, my wife and I are just incredibly humbled and so appreciative that your mom knocked on our door of our heart and asked us to be a part of it.
That is really cool. And she does have a way of,
oh, baby.
Yeah, of getting in. It shows. It shows with how much people have donated tonight. It shows with every little detail that has been put into place tonight how motivating she is.
Absolutely. She's a jewel.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mark, for being on. And we will go into our next video now.
Trust in you and know that you are with me forever. us together. You're the thing else fails us. It is you that holds us together.
Thank you, Katie and Daniel and the Grace team. That was awesome. It's been really cool to listen to all of the different musicians that we've had playing tonight. They're great. I got another list of names for you guys and all the donations that we have been getting. And so I just wanted to read off some and thank some people. And so I want to thank Judy for her $200 donation. And I want to thank Larry for his $200 donation. And I want to thank Dave and Abby for their $150 donation. We want to thank Tressa for her $100 donation. We want to thank Beth for her $500 donation. And we also want to thank Judy for her $500 donation. We are currently at 38,380 according to what we can see right now. Keep in mind, there are donations that are coming in that we're struggling to keep track of how fast they are coming in. And so, honestly, one of the best ways to stay informed by the end of the night of if we reach our goal is to join our mailing list. If you go to mission111.org, you can check out our mailing list. You scroll to the bottom and you can sign up for our newsletter, and that will be the best way to get information, because I know that you guys will be curious as well as I will on how close we get to the goal, how much we beat the goal by, and you will be able to check out our mailing list. You will get an email that will tell you everything that there is to know about that. And then, of course, it also enters you into our last drawing of the night that we will do at the very closing of the telethon, and that will be for $100 that we will give you. And so what we'll look at now, we had somebody come on earlier and he was guessing numbers. He guessed my number. I was at 11. Maybe you were too. I'm not sure. But now he's not going to guess numbers. This time, Jeff, he's going to tie some knots. So we're going to see what he means when he says he's going to tie some knots. We'll go to Jeff in his truck right now.
Hey, it's Jeff. Welcome back to Magic in Jeff's Truck. Wanted to introduce this box to you. This box is kind of special. It's flown over to where I'm at in Southern Illinois from Japan. Kind of ornate. However, they added something to the box that I didn't ask for, and that is that it came with a ghost. That's right, a ghost. Now, we know a few things about ghosts. Number one, they're invisible. Number two, they obviously live in boxes. And number three, they're mischievous. Doesn't mean they're bad, just means sometimes they kind of goof off and do funny things. It took me a while to figure out what my ghost does, and my ghost likes to sneak out of the box and tie his shoelaces together and tie the curtain cords together. It likes to tie knots. I'm going to introduce you to my ghost. So let me open it up, and you can have a look inside of the box. Now, I don't expect you to see the ghost because, like I said, ghosts are invisible. But I do want to show you that the box does kind of look empty. So there's nothing hidden in here. There's no trap doors. I can stick my hands in here. The ghost is probably, ducking down or whatnot. But this is my box that has a ghost that you can't see. That's it. But I'll let you look around. I'll move the box around a little bit. So let me shut the door and let's ask the ghost to do some of his mischievous trickery. All right. So I don't have any shoelaces, but I do have a couple different color ropes. I've got this red rope and I've got a white rope. And the only way to really make this rope penetrate this rope would be to, say, drop one end in, and then they could link, okay? Or I guess I could tie the ends together, but that's the only real way. However, we have a ghost that's mischievous, and I think if he's awake this morning, he'll be able to do a trick for you. So let me put the red rope in here and the white rope in on this side. I'm going to pop this little trap door open, And I'm gonna ask that the ghost maybe do a little something special for you. So, all right, I think I've got him woke up, and what's that? He'd like for me to put the rope through the top of the box, and just like this, the center of the ropes have linked. Let me flip this top down, and I'll be able to hold that up there for you. You can see that the red rope, the center of the red rope, has linked through the center of the white rope. I can show you the ends of the red rope are still dangling out the side, and the ends of the white rope are still dangling off this side. So pay real close attention. We've put in 2 separate ropes in the box with the ghost. The ghost did some mischievous stuff, and the center of these ropes have linked. I'll pull the rope all the way out, both ropes all the way out, and you can see that they've linked. And I'll put that right here, and I'll show you the inside of the box again. Nothing inside. Nothing inside here. I'll show you the top just in case you're curious. It's just a little trap door. And that is the curious case of the mischievous ghost in the ghost box. See you guys later.
Comes on screen and starts to show us a box with a ghost in it. Thanks, Jeff. I didn't want to sleep tonight, but we're going to look at one of our next videos in just a second. But first, I just want to remind you guys that you can still donate. You can donate at mission111.org, or you can dial the number that is on your screen. If you go to mission111.org, you can click Donate Now on the right. While you're there, you might as well just scroll to the bottom of the page and jump in on our newsletter. But our next video is something interesting. So I've always heard when people come back from Haiti, they talk about this really interesting, it's kind of a Haitian coleslaw or something close to it, and they're called pickles. And so Joy from the House of Hope and Joy is now going to show us how you can make your own pickles at home, and I'm really interested to see.
Hi everyone, my name's Joy and I'm here at the Mission 111 Guest House in Haiti. Oftentimes when people come and visit with us, they get to try amazing Haitian cuisine. But the #1 recipe I get requested for is how to make Haitian pickles. Pickles is like a coleslaw that can be eaten with fried foods or meat. I've seen Americans eat it with pizza or even just with wavy chips. It's a great side item to anything. But even if you don't like spicy foods, I'm going to show you the method and you can make it however you like. So let's get started. Okay, first you're going to need onions, Haitian Maggi, which can often be found in the aisles, Hispanic aisles in your local grocery store. It's a soft, crumbly, chicken flavored seasoning, lime juice, carrots, onions, and habaneros. You're also going to need some vinegar. All right, first, use a bowl that's not plastic. Because we're going to be pickling these onions, you want to make sure not to use anything plastic. I'm going to put all my onions in the bowl. And then I'm going to put, this is about 4 limes. So I'm going to pour all this lime juice over the onions. Give that a little toss. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my hot peppers. This is about 2 diced habaneros. I like mine a little bit spicy. These are very ripe habaneros. You can smell them and see if they're ripe or underripe. Give that a quick toss. And then you're going to need some vinegar. You just want to eyeball this and make sure all your onions get covered. But I like mine kind of liquidy, so I'm going to leave mine about like this. Just so there's enough liquid to stir all those onions and hot peppers together. All right, normally you can let this sit for about 10 or 15 minutes to get extra spicy, but because I'm going to save this recipe for tomorrow, I'm going to leave it like this and go ahead and add in my other vegetables. But the longer you leave this, the spicier it's going to get. So if you like spicy, let this stay longer. If you don't like spicy, you can leave out the habaneros and add extra lime juice. Now I've got carrots and cabbage. So now that this is all stirred up and starting to get spicy. I'm gonna go ahead and add my carrots and my cabbage. Just like that. Now, you want to make sure that your vegetables are seasoned, and that's where this Maggi comes in. If you don't like to use Maggi, you don't like the MSG and the salt flavors, you can try other seasonings like seasoning salt or an all-purpose or just some regular salt. I'm going to use about half the cube and just kind of crumble that on top and make sure it's all getting seasoned. Just like that. You can also add in green peppers, and I've seen people use underripe mangoes. Makes it just absolutely delicious. All right, mine looks like it's come together pretty well. You can see the onions, you can see the cabbage and the carrots. And finally, I really like some extra lime juice on mine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze some lime over on the very end on the top of that to give that lime flavor come through. All right, now this is gonna sit in my fridge for about a day for it to, the spice flavors to build up and everything. At this point, you can taste test it, see if it needs more vinegar, see if it needs more Maggi, but you can adjust this and make it however you like. And that's the simple recipe of how to make Haitian pickles. Thank you for joining us.
I am really interested in trying those pickles. That will be good, I'm sure. I wonder what you put those on. I'm thinking, would it be wrong to put them on tacos? Would that be like mixing cultures? I don't know. We'll try it. I'll try it and I'll let you guys know on that newsletter. Remember, you can sign up for our newsletter at mission111.org. You scroll down to the bottom and you're able to sign up. And just really quick, before we move on to our next video, I wanted to thank all of our bronze sponsors, okay? So we have our group we have Katie Hubbard, attorney, we have Brown and Crouppen Law Firm, we have Space Local, they're a design and marketing studio, and a special thank you to Hope Mathis. And so we just wanted to give a thanks to those guys. It's just so cool for someone in their own business to say, I want to partner with you guys. I've heard of your guys' track record. I know that my money is going to something great. And don't forget, you don't have to be a business to donate. You can donate now at mission111.org, or you can dial the number on your screen. Our operators are standing by. And if you want to know just a little more about a different program, one we actually haven't talked about tonight, our Kanat School program. My friend Annalise is going to jump on the screen and she is going to tell you a really cool story about Kanat School.
Hi guys, my name is Annalisa and I'm in charge of our sponsorship program in Haiti. We sponsor a school called Kanat School, and this is our 4th year doing so. And throughout the start of the program, our students were not receiving any meals, and now they're able to receive 3 meals a week because of our sponsors. This year has been a little different than most, obviously because of COVID, but the exchange rate in Haiti was really hard to meet because we weren't getting the full amount of money that we needed because the American dollar had just really plummeted in the country, and so it was a little bit stressful in the beginning of the year. Barb, who's our missionary that's also in charge of the school, she had decided that we were going to just do 2 meals a week in order to spread out all of our funds to meet the needs throughout the whole year. And actually that same day, my home church emailed me after me and Barb had agreed to do this. My home church emailed me and said, we want to give to Haiti. What do you need? And so I told them how we really needed funds for our meals, and they just donated a very large donation, and our kids are now still getting 3 meals a week. So that was really cool to see. And this year our sponsors have just shown up immensely. We were able to add on 10 more sponsorships to make up for the lack with the exchange rate. And this year for Christmas, we were also able to have our kids get their pictures professionally taken, which was adorable because that obviously is not something they get a lot, and they were able to give that to their parents for Christmas. So a lot of the kids had told our principal that they've never gotten that before, and they were saying how pretty they looked or how handsome they looked, and their parents were really excited to have that gift. So I just wanted to thank you. If you are a sponsor, I wanted to personally thank you for taking the time to just really connect with our kids in our school. I always say we can't really do what we want to do if we don't have the support behind it. So thank you so much for showing up for our organization.
Thank you, Annalise. It's really cool to hear about what those sponsors did at Canot School. It's so cool to hear about that ministry growing. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, you can call in and you can do that. If you're just wanting to donate, you can go to mission111.org or call in, and you are able to donate now. And so we kind of are getting towards the end of our night. We still, of course, have our $100 giveaway. We are at about 80% of our goal, and it is still climbing, and it is still climbing by the minute. It is amazing how consistent the donations have been coming in. So keep donating, keep helping us do good. And we're going to go to a man named Pastor Roel, and he has just a really cool thank you, and then we're going to go right in to some live music that will finish off the music portion of our night, and then we'll finish here back where we started and talk about our $100 giveaway.
Hello. Good day, Sister Judy, Sister Jenny, and all the leaders, the staff, the workers, and members of the great Mission 111. I am Pastor Roel. On behalf of Jesus the Great I Am Christian Ministries, right here in Cavite City, Philippines, I would like to express my ineffable, deepest gratitude and gratefulness to all of you, to the whole Mission 111 organization. We are where we are right now by the grace of God. And you are one of the wonderful instruments of God that we have come this far. Your holistic approach in saving souls, in bringing people to God is so amazing. You went when you were here visiting the victims of volcano eruption in Batangas, when you visited the people in Islam area in Rosario, and you gathered the men's fellowship for a fellowship. We didn't just hear the love of God, the gospel, the saving gospel of the Lord Jesus Christ. We experienced indeed the love of God. So my prayer for Mission 111, please keep up the good work. Many more souls will be able to come to the knowledge of truth and be saved because of your amazing, awesome, holistic approach in doing the work of God. And we here in Cavite City, indeed, we are so blessed beyond word of description. Thank you so much. Thank you. God bless you. God bless you. Thank you.
Come all you weary, Bring your addictions, come lay them down at the foot of the cross. Jesus is waiting, God so loved the world.
Wow, they did a good job. That was the last song of the night that they had for you guys. We just have just a little more for you. We want to just kind of clean things up, let you know of our last drawing winner, and let you know where we're at as of right now. And we know that we are going to continue to grow this number. As of right now, we are at $38,755. And to put that in perspective, I told you guys at the very beginning of the night, we did this telethon because we were unable to do our gala. We are now above any amount of money that our gala has ever made, okay? So this telethon, that was the answer to the problem that we were trying to solve of we can't do a gala that raises all our money. It has now surpassed it. And so that is just a really cool thing, and we are so thankful. I will reintroduce you guys to my wife, Emily, and she has...
I have the winner of the giveaway, right?
The winner of the last $100 giveaway. Let's see who wins.
Is Lindsay Harris? Lindsay Shalito Harris?
Lindsay Shalito Harris. So,
Yeah.
Lindsay, you can contact us on our email, or you can call in. That was through Facebook, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that was one of our Facebook sharers. So that means we may have to, we'll try to find your profile. We are at 39,255. As I told you guys, that number will continue to grow. Continue to share this. We are going to leave this up on our pages, so continue to share this video, and we will get to 50,000. We know that we will. It will be, and we will also, if